5 amazing Linux distros that are better than Windows, but you should avoid them as a beginner. For decades, Linux distributions have been notorious for their steep learning curves, with performance issues and hardware incompatibility, making it harder for newcomers to make the switch from Windows and Mac OS. Thankfully, the Linux ecosystem has become a lot more beginner-friendly over the years, to the point where you'd have zero issues configuring Debian-based distributions even if you've never stepped past Windows. Once you got your feet wet with the basics of Linux, you can switch over to more advanced distributions that are objectively better than Windows, offering greater privacy, lower resource consumption, and unmatched customization. However, there's a catch. Many of these powerful operating systems are not built with beginners in mind, so it's best to avoid them until you've gained some solid Linux experience. Let's start with Diet Pi, an ultra-lightweight OS built to consume minimal resources. It's ideal for older machines and Raspberry Pi setups and works brilliantly if your budget PC is choking on Windows 11 bloat. It's even lighter than the CLI version of Debian, but the downside is there's almost no hand-holding. You'll have to manually install essential packages, deal with unmet dependencies, and be ready to troubleshoot. If you're new to Linux, this can quickly become frustrating. But if you're patient, Diet Pi will reward you with blazing fast performance. Then there's Tails OS, your go-to distro for total privacy. Unlike Windows 11, which is loaded with telemetry, ads, and background data collection, Tails is designed to leave no trace. It boots from a USB, encrypts all traffic to the Tor network, and wipes all data with every reboot. It's perfect for whistleblowers, journalists, and privacy enthusiasts. But for daily use? Not so much. Its amnesic nature makes it difficult for casual users, and persistent storage requires extra setup. Still, if anonymity is your priority, Tails delivers like no other. Moving on to Qubes OS, a security-first distro that uses virtualization to isolate every app and task into separate cubes, creating a highly secure environment. It's brilliant for handling sensitive data, or if you're in cybersecurity. However, Qubes demands hardware virtualization support, BIOS tweaks, and a powerful machine to run multiple cubes. GPU pass-through is a challenge, and even experienced Linux users find the learning curve steep. If you're not ready for virtualized environments and system-level compartmentalization, Qubes might overwhelm you. Now let's talk Talos Linux, which is perfect for Kubernetes and containerization tasks. Designed with minimalism and security in mind, it's a rock-solid OS for running Kubernetes clusters, but not your everyday desktop system. Talos doesn't support SSH and relies on APIs or Telos commands, which makes it unfriendly for newcomers. Plus, its immutable nature means you can't tweak it like traditional Linux distros. Unless you're deep into DevOps or system architecture, Talos isn't for you. For gamers, there's Bazzite, a Fedora-based distro optimized for gaming. With gamepad support and Proton compatibility, it's a dream OS for gaming handhelds or repurposed consoles. It's fast, sleek, and, unlike Windows, free from spyware and bloat. But if you're a competitive gamer relying on kernel-level anti-cheat or top-tier FPS performance, Bazzite might let you down. Many AAA titles still struggle with anti-cheat on Linux, and games run through a compatibility layer like Proton, which can introduce performance dips. Hardcore gamers, especially esports players, may still be better off on Windows for now. Beyond these 5, there are other niche distros worth a mention. Kali Linux is a favorite among cybersecurity pros, pen testers, and ethical hackers. But don't dive in unless you know what a honeypot or network scanner is. For Android devs, Bliss OS is excellent for testing APKs, but it's better off inside a virtual machine than as a primary OS. Lastly, Nix OS offers cutting-edge features and configurability, but its unique configuration language and structure mean you'll be studying documentation for hours before you're up and running. These advanced distros offer incredible value once you've outgrown Ubuntu or Linux Mint, but they're not built for first-time switchers coming from Windows. Start small, master the basics, and once you're confident, you can jump into these powerful Linux systems with ease. And that wraps up today's video on 5 Linux distros that are better than Windows, but not for beginners. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more Linux insights, and tap the bell icon to stay ahead in your tech game. only on TechVerse.